Welcome back. How's it going, everybody? This is not a joke. This is the 4th time we've filmed this video. There have been production and technical issues for the last 3 times. So I've gotten really good at telling you all where we are going this year. And Andy's still at work, so you're stuck with me. We have been getting a lot of questions, you know, where are we going this year? We did a video last year kind of talking about our upcoming trips. So we will recap last year briefly. Our big trip last year is we went to the Colorado Trail, did 7 days on the Colorado Trail. Check that out if you haven't seen it. The year prior to that, our big trip was Isle Royale. Our medium trips this past year, we did Linville Gorge was a medium-sized trip, Dolly Sods, a bunch of places in Ohio. Medium trips kind of were lackluster last year, and then we did a bunch of small trips to Ohio. So the way Andy and I usually backpack, we generally do like 1 big trip a year that's 6, 7, 8 days. And then we try and do at least 1, if not 2 medium trips. That's like 3, 4 days. So we've done Dolly Sods, we've done Laurel Highlands, we've done a couple other places for these medium-sized trips. And then small, you know, Andy and I both work full-time, we both have families, so our weekend warrior style trips, we do a bunch of those every year. Those are almost always to Ohio, maybe sometimes Pennsylvania. So we try and do a bunch of 1 or 2 nighters, you know, small trips, at least once a month, if not every other month. And then we try and do 2 medium-sized trips a year, and we try and do 1 big trip a year. So that's a lot of backpacking. So where are we going this year? We'll get the big one out of the way. Our big trip this year, we are going to head out west again, similar to what we did in Colorado, and we are going to hike on some area of the PCT in the Cascade Mountains, either in southern Washington or northern Oregon. We haven't 100% hammered out an official destination there. It's gonna be somewhere in northern Oregon, southern Washington. I have never been to the Pacific Northwest, so I'm really looking forward to it. Andy's been out there not to backpack, so that's gonna be our big trip, heading out to the PCT area, somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, northern Oregon, southern Washington. This year, we're gonna do something differently, and we're gonna try and squeeze out a second medium to big trip. It's not gonna be 6, 7 days, but it's probably gonna be bigger than a medium-sized trip. We have some family relocating to the Lake Tahoe area, so we're gonna go out there and use that as a perfect excuse to do some backpacking. Now, this is where we could use some help from you all. We've never been out there to backpack. We know of some areas in the Lake Tahoe area, but if anyone has any good recommendations for a 3-4 day kind of thing out in the Lake Tahoe, Northern California area, please shoot us an email, maybe drop it in the comments. If you're really familiar with that region, please let us know. We're looking for areas to go in the Lake Tahoe region. So if anyone has any interest, please let us know. We're looking to do that in late summer and then do the PCT, Pacific Northwest, the same time of the year we always do our big trips, and that's usually the last weekend in August or one of the first few weekends in September. We have found that time frame to be ideal backpacking conditions, like in the US. So we will head out to the Pacific Northwest in late fall, Lake Tahoe in late summer sometime. Now, where are we going on our medium-sized trips? We're going to do Grayson Highlands this year. We said we would do that last year. We didn't get around to it. We're doing Grayson Highlands. Not sure when, in the springtime, somewhere in there. We're gonna try and meet up and do some trail magic for Frozen's AT thru hike, so it would be cool to do that in the Grayson Highlands region, but we're not sure timing-wise when we're gonna be able to meet up with him. If we can do that around Grayson Highlands, not sure, but we're definitely gonna go to Grayson Highlands. We're also gonna go to Red River Gorge. We've been saying that for years, and every time we try and go, something happens and we end up just going somewhere else. So we are gonna hit up Red River Gorge. We are gonna hit up Grayson Highlands. Grayson Highlands will be a medium tier trip. Red River Gorge might just be a weekend trip. Another medium trip we're probably gonna do again this year, we did this like pre-YouTube days, is we're probably gonna hit up Laurel Highlands again. We did that several years ago in the summer. It's fun, tons of people have videos in Laurel Highlands, but that's a medium-sized trip. You're looking at 2-3 nights on that minimum. So we're gonna be hitting up Laurel Highlands. I also would like to get to Hoosier National Forest somewhere. So any Indiana backpackers, David Gray is watching, please contact us if you have any good tips and tricks for Indiana backpacking. I know of some areas in Hoosier National Forest, and then someone on Instagram actually reached out to us and gave us another good spot. I forget where, but I'd like to like hit up some Indiana. Indiana to me is like super boring, but there is a national forest there, so we're gonna want to hit it up. In addition to that, there are a couple places in Ohio we have not gone to, so I really want to hit up the AEP Recreation Land. That's really close to Columbus. There's good backpacking there. I'd also like to hit up Tar Hollow, and I've never been to the national park that we have in Ohio. We have a national park nobody knows about. It's up in the Cleveland area. I'd like to see that at least, and there's another place in Dayton I'd want to get to. So that's outline of our trips this year. Several places in Ohio left to go. Would like to hit up Hoosier National Forest. Definitely gonna hit up Grayson Highlands. Definitely gonna hit up Red River Gorge, and we might sneak in the Laurel Highlands in there, or maybe something else up in the Alleghenies. And then our big trips this year are in the Lake Tahoe area and out in the West Coast on the PCT, somewhere in Oregon, Washington. Not 100% sure yet. But that is it. If anyone has any experience with any of those places and you have any tips and tricks, please reach out to us. Let us know. Everyone who comments or watches or emails us always has good feedback, and we really appreciate it. And we usually try and share that feedback with everybody else. So that's what we're doing this year. We hope everybody else gets a chance to do some backpacking this year. You know, take some time, January, February, outline it, make it a priority. Get some permits if you have to, and get out and enjoy this backpacking season.